am the true alpha male, the living legend of hair loss, and yet another accidental spinoff. All because someone requested that I try some Gofyber in my hair and see how it looked on my certain length here on my hairline. So in the last video, I was saying Uncanny Valley. I was comparing it to the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, how they made Sonic look too human, so then they had to redo it and make him look more like the cartoon. And yay, the audience and the internet, they all cheered. Okay, you did it right this time. Uncanny Valley, when something looks so close to being human, but it's not, and it's creepy. A perfect example is Polar Express, the Tom Hanks movie, the animated movie. That's a prime example of, and it's like, for me, like, why didn't they just make that movie like for real? They probably would have been cheaper for them to just film real actors doing that stuff and then done CGI for the whole Hot Chocolate song on the train or whatever. Uncanny Valley is when something's a little bit off, like something in my brain is telling me that that's not normal, that that's not natural, that that's not organic, and I can't put a finger on it. So Uncanny Valley is the hashtag. I'm not saying this is a bad product, but what I'm saying is I'm 38 years old. In less than a year and a half, I'll be 40. When we look at my hairline, this is what I believe is a Norwood 2.5, because we have a V here and we have rounded off here. If we had triangle, 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 that's Norwood 2. If we had round, 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 we'd have Norwood 3. So I've got both, so I'm Norwood 2.5. But my hair is thinner on top, not diffuse thinning, but it is thinner on top. But I got the Gofyber in there right now. So what I'm saying is, in general, I would think that a man who would have this hairline is going to have thinning on top, thinner hair, less hair in general. And look at my other videos to figure that out, to know how it normally looks when the shades are down, the lights off, the lights on. I'm just saying it's mismatch is what I'm saying. I'm saying this hairline at this age, this looks unnatural to have this dark hair and this thick looking hair like John Travolta. It's not normal. I mean, it might fool most people, but like, it's just, to me, it's so obvious this is fake. So does it look better? I'm starting to wonder if it does. It's different if you're 25 years old, because it makes sense for you to have still thick hair, even if whether you have a receding hairline. But for a guy my age, this is unsettling. The more I look at it, the more I think about it, that's unsettling. It seems fake, it seems Hollywood, and that's not what I am about. I mean, Impractical Jokers, those guys are all, you know, in their early 40s, and their whole concept is they've been on the air for over a decade, and they want to age naturally. They want to look their age. They don't care. So those guys, they are balding. They are rich. They are famous. And, well, two of them are definitely balding. One's getting there, and one doesn't have that problem at all. But either way, they're okay with it. And not to mention their weight, too. I mean, once you get past 35, then it is a struggle for you to try to not be overweight. And you have to really be proactive about it. And then I'll have another upcoming video on that someone had left a comment on. So, Uncanny Valley is what I'm going to say about a Norwood 2.5 hairline with no thinning on top. Hair that looks that thick and that dark. Because if nothing else, this would imply that I'm dyeing my hair. Just because I've looked back on Facebook, I had a thing where it was like, here's what you were doing 10 years ago. And it did that yesterday on Facebook. And I looked at the picture, and my hairline, I had the same exact haircut as I did right now, because I was growing out a buzz cut then, because I do a buzz cut every, year and a half. So 10 years ago, I was at the exact same place with my hair, but my hairline, it was a little bit more filled in here. So it was more, it really looked more like a Norwood 1.5 10 years ago. And if you want to see what my hairline looked like, I've got thousands of videos on this channel, and you search in the comments, you can find, age 27 or what, just type in age, and then you'll probably see pictures and videos of myself at younger ages. So, to me, that's just not natural. To me, oh, anyway, what I was going to say was, I noticed that my hair, it appeared to be darker a decade ago. Not even necessarily that because of gray hair, because I don't really have any gray hair, except for in my beard. But it's just that it's like the shade of my hair did appear to be darker a decade ago. even though there's not gray hair. It just appeared that way. So, too dark, it looks too thick, match with that hairline, but the real trigger is knowing how old I am. Knowing that I'm old. And there's just parts of my face you can know that, like, forget about my hair. Even if I had like just a Norwood one. And I'd say in general though, that's why it's weird for me when men don't lose their hair to any degree and they are my age or older. Like, that's just weird. Because for me, in my brain, it's so natural that you're a man, you get older, you start losing your hair. You may go completely bald, you may not. In theory, I may never go completely bald. I don't know, maybe in my 70s I will, who cares? It's just part of being a man. That's why I'm just like, it seems strange to be ashamed of that. The fact that anybody would be ashamed to lose their hair, dude, it's in your DNA. You're part of the majority if you're losing your hair. Yeah, it's not cool if it's not exciting to lose all of your hair when you're still in your 20s. But again, that better prepares you, because now you've got to be the guy that shaves off your hair, grows the beard, works out, but that's who you are now. You've got that figured out so much sooner than all the guys who are still even in their late 20s and watching my channel because they're still sincerely worried that they might go bald when they're not even really showing any signs of actually balding other than their temples going back. But these guys are freaking out about it. So, Uncanny Valley, a guy almost 40 with this hairline should not have hair that dark or that thick. Otherwise, it's like he's doing something to hide his hair loss. And people don't like that. People want men to be sincere. People want men to be who they are and know who they are. And a man who's trying to cover up who he really is. See, women, yeah, they do all kinds of stuff. They wear makeup and who knows what all they do. That's a woman thing. A man thing is, work with what you got. Here it is. I own it. I know who I am, for better or worse, with my perceived flaws or not. This is who I am. That's the masculine way of thinking. So, this is Uncanny Valley if you ask me. But that's only my perspective. What is your perspective? Your perspective belongs right here in the comments.